Hi and welcome to SideShow-TV.
Yeah, I'm Dave.
And I'm Ray.
You might recognize us from the South African goth band Angst.
As well as the radio show The Side Show on Nightbreed Radio.
Just like our show on Nightbreed Radio, this comes with parental advisory. If you're watching and we say something that upsets you, it's kind of what we were aiming for, so yes.
If you're under the age of 36, turn this off right now. Right now.
Although if you're approximately 14, you're probably going to find all of this really funny. We're low,
Don't tell
bro.
your parents.
We set the bar low.
Tonight we are getting together to commemorate a band that's been very influential in the scene.
Not commemorate, they're not dead.
Well, the Dark Lord would... I think he'd love it if we commemorated him. He's just had his birthday again recently. Everybody seems to have a lot of birthdays.
If he was going to die,
Yeah.
I hope. Then here's a note. Remember this. He needs to record his own eulogy, because I'd love to be at a funeral where I heard that eulogy.
The Dark Lord.
Can you imagine being at a funeral for a person and they go, "I'm dead now"? Well, fuck.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about Midnight Configuration. We've got a music video to play.
And a small dog.
And a small... That's a dog. Well, you won't see it on the screen, but anyway.
I regret bringing up the dog immediately.
Had you not brought up the dog, no one would have been any the wiser.
It's like that's okay.
Before we go into Midnight Configuration, you know whose birthday it is next week and who's having a huge bash tonight? Pete's own
DJ
Poe.
DJ Poe.
Happy birthday. It's all good. He's got Midnight Configuration playing tonight.
They actually got together again to play at his birthday party.
Exactly. How
That's
brilliant
called
is that?
pull. That's impressive.
Yeah, Pete's got pull.
When the Midnight Configuration going, we're not getting together. Get together for my birthday, please. Okay. Well done, Poe. Well done, Midnight Configuration. I think for the guys who are going to be at that party, there's a good couple of people as well. I think you guys are going to have a really good time.
It's going to be a blast.
Really, really fast. Did you notice how I just started speeding up?
I did. You were just going to...
Shit, that's going to happen. We're going to subtitle all of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
In Spanish.
So that party with Midnight Configuration, Gina Stone, some punk band.
That's a good name for a band.
Some punk band.
Some
I can't remember what punk band it was.
I had some punk band at the Thai Palace.
Did you order that?
I did. I felt a little bit weird after the some punk band.
I thought it was a side order.
Yeah, with the bump bump bronze. Bump bump bronze.
Yeah.
But important stuff we're focusing on, and we'll be bringing you a music video from the legendary Midnight Configuration.
Very, very influential in the scene. They've been around for decades, literally decades.
They're old.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like a bottle of fine wine
Mm.
that eventually is so old it is vinegar.
Did you know that Trevor Bamford has a degree in philosophy?
I can believe it. If you look at his posts and his even his tweets, there's a kind of layer of, hey, it's okay. You know, that kind of like, kind of feeling. That wasn't mystical. That was the sound that aliens make in Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
We've got many things that we can actually do on the show now as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which
smoking copiously seems to be one of
smoking
them.
copiously, drinking copiously, creating orbs like this one. Hey Dave.
Oh, the orb of serenity.
Oh, we'll come back to that later. It's fantastic.
How do we make the orb of serenity go away?
Like this.
That's pretty impressive.
Very
Orb of
impressive.
serenity. Because we realize that to have a voice on any public forum, it's really important for you not just to attack people anonymously via all your different platforms, or voice your opinion about stuff that you don't really know or understand, but because you think it sounds good, you say it. We're actually going to try and bring you a positive message. We're going to try and enlighten the people.
We are.
We're also going to do some education. I understand we're going to be looking at some of the content that's already on YouTube.
Yeah, but we actually have somebody who actually works for Angst, who we're going to bring in, and he's almost a spiritual advisor for us. He doesn't.
Well, he introduced us to the Tibetan book of the nearly dead.
Yeah, the Tibetan book of the almost dead.
Yeah, it was good.
It was short.
It was short.
It was shorter than the actual dead book.
We learned
great.
how to relax our minds and gently float downstream, and we're hoping that he brings that same wisdom to you.
And we're bringing this to you at absolutely no cost. In fact, the band pays a fortune for it. It's probably the reason why we make music, is to make the money to pay for him.
But you know what happens? What we spend is money. What he gives the world is priceless.
Absolutely priceless. And his name is...
he's a Swami.
Yeah.
His name is Tagamaputta.
Mm.
Swami Tagamaputta was going to be in here with us. Well, he actually has become so enlightened that he has actually, he's ascended. He has changed physical form into the now legendary, the spinning orb of serenity.
Which we showed you earlier.
That was impressive.
But it's not the only thing that we can do as well. As South Africans, we actually learn to do this as well.
That's pretty impressive.
Because you never know when you need a gun.
You know what? Rather have a gun and not need one than need a gun and not have one.
Absolutely.
I feel the same way about headache tablets and brandy. Okay, because what we've actually managed to do is the whole priceless thing. Wasn't that the Visa or the MasterCard?
MasterCard or something.
Okay, so if either of those companies are watching, any cigarette companies, cigarette smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
You can't advertise a brand, right?
No, you can't.
But surely we can get money from all of them just because of how much we smoke. We won't mention any brands. All we're just saying is, hey, smoke a lot.
Absolutely.
Or
smoke.
Smoke.
I've traded in the word indeed for absolutely.
Oh, that's good.
I think it's fantastic. One very interesting thing about Midnight Configuration that I actually just realized is apparently they almost got denied access to Finland because of the Dark Lord's demonic voice in his lyrics.
Well, that's why when they say to you at customs, do you have anything to declare, you shouldn't go, your immortal soul. They don't like that. They get scared. They're like, well, I don't know if I'm letting you in.
Trev, that's a word of wisdom there for you.
No, you've learned.
Absolutely.
You say things like, I have some fruit, but I have half eaten it on the plane. They don't frown on that. Here's something you don't say. My turban, which I'm hiding my grenades in, that'll definitely stop you getting access to Finland.
Well, stop you getting access to anywhere, actually.
Except many places in South Africa. You'd be surprised what you can do with a grenade and a gun in South Africa.
And especially if your logo has been adopted by a bloody Portuguese street gang.
That's...
No wonder they wouldn't let him into bloody Finland.
I know, he's like, he's... I think they probably wouldn't let him in because one of his bandmates is radioactive.
He is radioactive. He's a book collector. He actually collects. His name is Mick. You probably know Mick. He plays for like every band. He's almost like a musician prostitute.
Is he like this?
I'm trying to tame it down a little bit. You see what I'm trying to do there?
I don't even call him a prostitute.
Well, he does. Don't make me feel bad about it. He's one of those.
Call him an arsehole, so.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't call him an arsehole. I'm not even going to apologize to that person for that. So.
Catch the radio show if it's still on. We'll make formal apologies on the radio show for our Halloween 50 special. Now.
Yes.
The radioactive books.
Yeah.
Sounds bullshitty. The Portuguese street gang thing, that definitely sounds bullshitty. But there is some scientific merits to the radioactive books.
Yeah, because when I heard that Mick collected rare books and some of them were actually radioactive and had to be kept in lead containers, I was like, something out of Ripley's Believe It or Not.
No, it's true. It's the ink.
It's Dave who actually brought me up on that, and
I know this because I watched CSI.
Mm.
Product placement 7.
So, furthermore to the point, you were talking about the radioactive books.
I think it's funny that he collects radioactive books because we collect radioactive book collectors.
Yeah, those guys who don't have the lead cases that keep the book in.
Eventually they start glowing, and I promise you they can't get into Finland for love of money.
I mean, we don't have Mick in our collection yet, but
No, but he's using the lead boxes, but he's going to slip up.
one day,
He's going to make a mistake, and then he's in the box.
Mick, we're going to have you in our radioactive book collectors collection.
You did that well. Our radioactive book collector's collection.
You know who I want to do a shout out to, because they've actually missed our radio show for about a year, we haven't done it, is the Nottingham chapter of the Charlie's Angels.
I was about to say Hell's Angels, and I'm sitting here thinking they are still Hell's Angels, so let's not fuck around.
No, absolutely. Sorry,
Just
guys.
like, with all the kind of respect that you show for desire to keep living, the Nottingham chapter of Hell's Angels.
Yeah,
Bobo salutes you.
that thing I did.
What thing did you do? I was looking at that.
You'll see back. You'll see back.
Yeah.
You know, also with Midnight Configuration, Trevor being the Dark Lord and all, and you know, the things that he's brought to the scene are actually fantastic. Like
Penicillin.
Penicillin.
Sliding doors. Cell phones. No, we've got a lot to be grateful for to the Dark Lord.
Absolutely.
You are saying absolutely more than you are indeed, which is kind of good. That's good.
But yeah, the likes of Nightbreed recordings. What would the goth scene have been over the last 20 years or more without Nightbreed compilations?
No, true.
What would we have DJ'd with if it weren't for those great compilations?
No, it's true, they are.
Yeah, and
See, when we get serious, it's just not that good. Have you noticed when we start doing
Yeah.
that real seriously, we're like, yes, it is actually quite good.
so quickly, while we're still being serious, Nightbreed Radio is another one. Okay.
Nightbreed Radio.
Yeah.
No, but also, again, a thing about this, and I think it's important if any of you are out there, if you're in the goth scene or in the alternative scene, you understand and you probably know the truth of what we're about to say here, which is we're self-contained. We look after ourselves, and it doesn't happen if we don't make it happen. If you aren't adding content, if you aren't providing platforms, it's not happening.
That's right. That's the unusual thing about the goth scene. The goth scene is very, very DIY, and it doesn't happen without the people. And I'd sort of take offense, you know, to those goths that just are along for the ride. Those ones that complain about the venue, they complain about the bands, they complain about the events,
You know
but
what?
they actually don't do anything.
There's actually
Oh, I've got something for them. It's here.
I'll keep it in your pocket. That's really funny.
Sorry.
Told you, 14 and down. We're keeping it low brow. But there is actually our famous, if you watch the radio show.
If you watch the radio show,
If you listen to the radio show, you'll be familiar with our famous anthropologist, who actually has dealt with that very thing. You know, the
Dr. Indiana Bruce.
the people who come out of the woodwork and go, I'm not happy, for no real reason. I'm not happy. Not doing anything, not adding value, not adding content, not adding
Anything.
But they're not happy.
Yeah.
Fucking do something. Might cheer you up a little.
Absolutely. We've actually got a good, a perfect example of that.
We do. Well, he actually put together a piece for us. The only thing about it was that we're releasing it now to show you, but it was also part of his voyeurism and indecent exposure case, because people don't like it when you look in their windows.
Yeah.
But then if you don't like people looking in your windows, don't put your shit on the internet.
Yeah, you might want to have a look at this.
Tonight I attended a pseudo-goth club. I say pseudo-goth club because the interior and exterior appear to be in the gothic style. Unfortunately for the music and the people in which attend these goth club parties, not exactly suited for the situation. Not to say that I wish they would have excluded anybody, just to the fact that it's not what it appears to be. It was quite a disappointing experience because Monday is apparently 80s night, and I went under the impression that either A, the music would be of 80s style, or B, the attire might be more suited in the 80s style, which surprisingly neither was. At the beginning they played some 80s music, but it turned out that not so much. Not so much. It was all relatively newer music.